Hello everyone, I'm back. It's 9:04 p.m. Well, I wouldn't say anything if I weren't homeless, but because I'm homeless, um I have to mention that um my menstruation just started today, like right after I came home from work. Well, I don't have a home, but at this hotel, it's home for tonight. So I have a lot to say, um, and don't know where to start. So I don't know whether to start talking about what happened at work or to start talking about, um, you know, my twin sister's abuse. So, well, I mean, the video that I did last night, um, seems like I got a lot of hate, from what I talked about last night, and only two people were supportive, you know. So, um, but I mean, I'm sick and tired of people trying to judge me as if they are God. You know, I mean, as I said, for it's been like 5 years now, you know, no, not five yet, almost five. And, but you know what? I mean, well, no, it's been almost 5 years since I started doing YouTube videos about gang stalking, you know, but it's been 4 years since I noticed, almost 4 years since I noticed that people will try to be fake and grade my videos with thumbs up or thumbs down based on whether or not the topic is positive or negative. And nobody else in the TI community gets treated like this, you know. So, excuse me. So, I mean, I'm speaking on my daily life, like the pictures in the community post where I posted up, you know, me working, that got like 39 thumbs up, and that's unusual, but good, but I mean, why can't I deal with people that's going to be supportive, you know, whether or not you're going through both good and bad times? That's a real friend right there. But people who kick you down even harder when you're already down and sit there and watch you suffer, you know, and glory in your suffering. Um, you're not being positive. I mean, you sit there and let somebody suffer and you don't even care to be uplifting to that person. You just say, well, oh, I'm going to stay away from her because she's being so negative or whatever. But that person may not be negative, but just having a rough day. So people try to judge, um, they judge what they think they see you going through, but they don't. I mean, they don't even know, what you're really going through. You know, but the online perps, they will have, hate and so-called negativity, no matter whether I'm doing good or bad, you know. So the online stalkers, I heard that when people say stuff like, "Oh, she's about to get fired from her job," watch. I heard that when people talk like that, I heard that that's called word curses. But I don't even deal with the fake deliverance ministry stuff like that. But you know, I heard that people say that that's word curses when they say, "Well, oh, watch she get fired from her job real soon" or something like that. So y- you know, but anyway, both today's February 23rd, and I was just alerted that so I it's my third Twitter birthday, and I guess um eighth birthday of this specific YouTube channel right here. You know, so yeah, I mean, I didn't realize precisely 5 years later, after this YouTube channel, I started that particular Twitter, and that's the longest Twitter account I've ever had. Other Twitter accounts I previously had, like within they might have lasted probably a year or so, or less than that. But this Twitter account I've been having 3 years. Now they call it X. But on Twitter they had, I'ma still call it Twitter. I'm not calling it X. But on Twitter, that account called Illuminati Bot said that the blue bird on Twitter, I mean that used to be the Twitter logo, um had you know that it was no coincidence that it was pretty much associated with MK Ultra and Project Bluebird. With the CIA mind control MK Ultra projects. You know, so and I guess they call it Twitter back then or whatever because of brainless or mindless chatter. That's why they called it Twitter, because they feel like that with the MK Ultra and the mind control that people are supposed to be just mindless. You know, uh, so but anyway though, um, my twin sister and her cult followers have been stalking and following and harassing me, and my twin sister had reversed it on me and lie and say that I'm the one that's bullying and stalking her. When I'm not even bullying or making fun like she does to me. And so she tried to falsely accuse me of being sick, mentally sick, and obsessed and jealous and everything else. And she's still trying to falsely paint me as the narcissist when it's her. And she put up a fake meme about when a narcissist can't control you, then they punish you or whatever. Well, that's exactly what she does to me, because I can never have the power or authority to punish her. I could never punish her. But she has forced me to suffer throughout so many years. We would be 7 years old and she acted like she thought she had authority over me. You know. But they're making my nose itch. But I mean, how can she say something, put up a fake meme like that about when a person can't, you know, manipulate or control you, then they punish you. But that's exactly what she does to me. And then, I haven't even, you know, and I seldom, you know, I almost never watch her videos, you know, but they will always, her and her cult followers, they will always try to tag me, like they want to force me to see all the harsh, abusive things that they're saying. That's how I'll be finding out, you know. So I don't even try to go hunting and looking. They will try to tag me, and then if I defend myself, then they'll be like, "See, this is proof that Candy is stalking me." They'll lie and say that you're stalking them when they're stalking you. So I had no idea that until today. I had no idea that she even mentioned, "Oh, why don't you go on the West Bank since it's safer or something?" And then she applauded herself and patted herself on the back that she thought she can get the control over me that she wanted, and said, "Well, good. I'm glad that Candy listened to me." And it's like, I didn't even know you said that, because I wasn't even stalking everything, stalking all your videos or stalking all your activity like you and your cult followers do to me. And then when I document, I mean, as I said, I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm a expose whatever gang stalking y'all doing to me. So if you sit there and watch your own twin sister struggle and suffer, then who are you to tell me where to live and then say, "Oh, this is safer"? Like, you don't even care about me. Stop trying to control me and stop trying to tell me what to do. If I'm a bother to you, then you stay away from me and ignore me and not let anything I say bother you. If you say that you don't want to be twins anymore, then you should have stayed far away from me a long time ago. Why are you even subscribed to me? You have to be subscribed in order to know everything I'm freaking doing. And you comment on stuff that's not even your business, since you don't want to be a twin anymore. Still trying to control and use your flying monkey cult followers to police and control everything I do. You can't, it's not fair for you to try to call somebody sick in the head when you making up lies. You the sick one. Who the hell makes up lies saying that I molested your... First you lied and say I molested your daughter, and then you lie and say that I molested your dog. And then you make jokes and memes about it. But I'm the sick one. And I don't even know what caused you to start doing this to me. And you tell me I'm immature and need to grow up, but you have the childish bullying. I never make fun of you on my videos. Excuse me. So, I had no idea until today that she tried to say, "Well, oh, I'm glad you listened to my..." I said, note to self, never accept advice from people who are trying to people who want to destroy you, from people who are trying to destroy you. Hold on, I gotta use the bathroom. So, yeah, so I need to tell myself, never accept advice from people who are trying to destroy you. And so Even her cult followers are trying to be like, well, I told her to do this. I told her to do that. I've been told her this and I've been told her that. You know, like, why should I accept advice on surviving homelessness from people who are sabotaging me and keeping me homeless, keeping me forced homeless? The same people who say, well, you should do this or live this way when you're on the streets, or you should get this or get that. But you're the same person, who brag about calling up my job and telling them lies. So one of my twin sisters cult followers bragged about, oh yeah, I called up Candy's job and told her manager that she molested Raven, and I called up her job and told the manager that Candy likes to pee on herself. See how they but y'all lie and say I'm the narcissist, but this is the type of stuff y'all are doing. You know, and my twin sister's cult followers, like, they're angry at a false accusation, and there is no proof of me molesting Raven, and it never happened. Now, every time I defend myself against Raven, against my twin sister's lies about Raven, my twin sister will lie and say that I'm obsessed and can't keep Raven's name out of my mouth. And she's doing that to think that she got the fake authority to dictate that I'm not allowed to defend myself and defend my innocence and defend the truth. So, they say that when a narcissist can't control you, they will control how people see you. Now, my twin sister couldn't use the fake mental health thing to control me. Copying off of the fake foster mom and everybody else. But so she wants to try to control how people see me. And she lied on me and said that I did an entire 2-hour video talking about her recently. I may have briefly mentioned her, but I have not spent an entire 2 hours talking all about her. That's a damn lie. So, and then, of course, the fake Stephon Adams perp, always meddling in people's business and making up lies about them. And, but then he tried to say that I should mind my business. And so it's like they're so busy pointing out, stalking your every move and trying to control you so that they can look for what they think is flaws in your life. When they think that their life is so perfect that nobody can speak bad about them. So, and it's like, excuse me. Yeah, so one of the cult followers had told my twin sister, "Oh, I'm very excited. I can't wait till you do the video about about Pippa." And it's like, no wonder why I suffered depression and anxiety all these years. Because of family abuse. The biological sister Ramona, the biological niece Monica, aunts, cousins, they all hate me because of my twin sister's lies. Mark and Wyatt, and just like my twin sister, they already hated me from when we were in foster care and from when we were little. So, and Derek also hates me because of family, and avoid me like the plague. You know, so I mean, a lot of siblings, and even Pete hates me based on family false rumors. You know, excuse me. And probably Raymond probably hate me behind lies that he heard about me too. The biological nephew Raymond. I'm not talking about the Raymond from the job. So, I mean, it was very hard for me to try to do my job at work and try to not let it get underneath my skin and try to continue to just focus on work. And just the fact that it's, having unwanted intrusive thoughts about, being angry at the lies that my twin sister said, and her cult followers, and one of her cult followers talking about that, oh, watch, she's about to get fired really soon. And my twin sister hearted and liked that post. And it's like, I don't even care if y'all want to give me massive thumbs down, because I'm confident that I know that what I'm saying is the truth, and I'm saying the right thing. I'm speaking zero lies. So, my twin sister made a fake joke, talking about, she made a fake joke talking about, oh, you crave. I mean, I don't have the, and I'm not gonna grab my other phone and look at it either. I'm trying to remember. I don't want to get the words twisted up, but it's something along the lines of, oh, you crave. I mean, oh, you reject big D, meaning big penis or whatever, because she's like, you reject big D, meaning big penis, and you and you craving the demon come so that you can have a baby that come out to look just like Raven or something ignorant, she said. And then she's trying to say something about, she got a lot of undeserved praise for trying to lie and say, well, oh, that's the reason why you can't get a boyfriend or get a man is because you can't trust anybody. And I know the reason why I said she lied, because she had like a malicious agenda behind saying saying what she said, So, so I mean, she put so much, effort in caring about this new girlfriend, and then now I heard that her and the new girlfriend broke up, and they had some, I don't know what else happened. I just know that they broke up, and she was trying to, I guess, say that that the new girlfriend messed up her car or something, But I mean, my twins. I mean, so they have people who have like the narcissistic victim community. They're saying that that your narc parents do not have authority over you. Well, I guess after you're grown and an adult. So if narc parents don't have authority over you, what make you think narc siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, and everything who don't care about you, to think that they can control and dictate your life and tell you what to do? You know, when I try to tell my twin sister the truth and waking up to the New World Order and the Illuminati and natural health and all that, and the fake IDMR cult, she fought me every way possible. But she retarded narcissistically and fake self-righteously demands that I obey and bow down to her. My twin sister never had any respect for me, ever. And if she did, it would be like malicious compliance. You know, hold up. Hold up. Oh, good. Excuse me. Oh, my chest and throat. So, oh, great. Now I finally have enough to cover for another night, for tomorrow night. Good. Thank God. So now I finally have enough funds covered. Yeah, and it's like it is bizarre and insane with the gang stalking, sex trafficking, Luciferian cult network want to punish you and make you suffer behind lies that they created about you, and be on a militant mission to make everybody else hate you. You know, and it follows you to every city, state, and country that you go to. I was even gang stalked in Costa Rica in 2005 before Hurricane Katrina. And I didn't realize, you know, it seems like my best experiences with with Costa Rica was with nature, alone, and walks in nature, walking through a forest, standing underneath the waterfall. Moments by myself, or walks down, down the countryside. Excuse me. Yeah, dealing with people and the lack of money. You know, my twin sister stole a bunch of student loan money from me and stole money from me, and made false promises to pay me back and didn't, and bullied, harassed, and threatened me out of my money. And she deliberately left me to go to Costa Rica broke and no money. And then the financial aid money did not come until almost before it was time for us to leave. I think I remember they had 2 payments of the financial aid, and I had to go to Costa Rica broke. And then she lied and said that she did pay me back and that she slid the money underneath my door. And she knows damn well that that wasn't true. So I wish I think that if I would have known the truth and known what was up back then, I don't think I would have been destroyed this far or this much. My twin sister, she will lie, manipulate, and play all kinds of psychological games. I'm not here to play games, manipulate, laugh, lie, make fun. I'm not here to do all that. I'm here to just do nothing but speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And God sees everything. If I did something wrong, I will say, like, just like in the video last night that I did, I was a teenager, I was a kid, and I admitted my wrong. Even though it was reactive abuse to initial narcissistic abuse. you know, when you freaking had enough and fed up. You know, so I mean, I wish I would have known the agendas. I think that if I would have known the truth before I turned 18, I think my life would be way less fucked up than what it is now. I think it would have been way less messed up than what it is now. You know, and so I mean, I don't even remember everything that my twin sister and her cult followers have been saying, lately. You know, excuse me. So, and I mean, I don't even know. I don't have all the screenshots with me. But, it was very hard trying to practice psychologically, mentally, and emotionally and spiritually practice to not let their words get underneath my skin or affect me at work or my job performance or so yeah, I mean, my twin sisters, it's like my twin sister has all the narc tactics, but she's falsely conditioning and brainwashing, her cult followers to falsely believe that I am the one who's the narcissist. But it's the one who's the narcissist who does all the projection, lies, manipulation, games, intimidation, bullying, and my twin sister's lying and saying that I'm doing all these things to her. So, in 2017, when we got into that argument, I had no idea that she was slandering me behind my back and lying and saying that I did sexual stuff to the dog. When I didn't even really much interact with the dog. That dog mostly stayed in her cage. But I don't know what could I have done sexually to a tiny little dog like that. Excuse me, but I have to remember that multiple people say that when somebody's that deep in being in a cult, especially when I leave the cult, when they're mad at somebody who left a cult, you're mad at someone who left a cult, then they start to smear campaign and lie, and have everybody want to hate you to the point where they're out for your blood and want to take your life. So my twin sister, if she hasn't been to New Orleans since the last time I knew that she'd been to New Orleans was for the biological mom Frances' funeral. But things have changed, since over a decade ago. So, excuse me. So she wanted to lie and say, why don't you go and, over on the West Bank where it's safer? Who told you that the West Bank was safe? In 2017, Dwayne Graber was warning me, saying that Terrytown was so dangerous. And so, um, Dwayne Grabber was a school friend, someone I went to school with, from first grade all the way through 12th grade. And my twin sister poisoned Dwayne against me. I don't know whether or not Dwayne is a perp, but she turned Dwayne against me. And excuse me, Dwayne, I would have thought would have, he was persecuted and abused, bullied, harassed, laughed at, mocked, and made fun of. I would have thought he was a targeted individual. Well, I don't know if the idea of him being targeted, or if he was just, or was it just simply kid bullying, child bullying, bullying and school bullying. But, when I saw Dwayne in 2018, he, you know, he had an attitude with me and treated me like as if my presence wasn't welcome. And that's not like Dwayne. But either two things. I try to, like when I was still living in Greenville, South Carolina, I tried to get the truth to Dwayne, I think through my when I asked him did he want to you know, for me to share with him my truth DVD for Christians. And it didn't mention about anything about targeted individuals or gang stalking. But it mentioned, about the Christian lifestyle and the Illuminati and New World Order and all that. But once he received the DVD, he cut off all contact with me. So Dwayne was the type of person who was, a big guy, but people would describe him as the type that would never even hurt a fly. Excuse me. He was considered, meek and lowly and humble, like what the Bible would say. He was very humble and respectful. And so he dealt with a lot of abuse and persecution, in school, and excuse me, and if people would put their hands on him or physically assault him for no reason at all, and he would just give a blank look and be speechless. Like he would be like, have this look like, why are you doing this to me? Like as if he was in disbelief, but he would just sit there and say nothing and not even fight back. Either that or I think my twin sister poisoned his mind about me. And even Dwayne, I would have thought, Dwayne Grabber, I would have thought that he knew me better. I mean, I'm disappointed that my twin sister ought to know me better than to falsely accuse me of doing the things that she falsely accused me of. Because even in 2019, she brought nothing up about anything about accusing me of doing any violation to the dog. But I never heard about this until like 2020 or 2021. She did a fake video, and I just saw that the video was posted, but I didn't click on or watch it. So I don't even know what the hell she said. What could I have done to the dog? What could I have done to Raven? And my twin sister would emphasize more on, the false accusation of me molesting Raven. She talks more about that than her lying on me and saying I tried to kill Raven. And she knows all that shit isn't true. And she has admitted to me that she knows that it's not true. Like, well, if you know it's not true, why are you going around saying that stuff like that? Had my neighbors in Los Angeles, wanting to kill me, wanting to hurt me. So, my twin sister has the power to turn neighbors and friends into perps. You know, excuse me, and so I mean, I'm sitting here struggling like each single day, struggling to fight to survive and live. But here, she does not have to work. Well, I heard that she got another new place to live, but she got all this support. Now, I've been struggling with homelessness, and due to the gang stalking, they forced everything to be more expensive in my life. You know, so my Social Security check plus an entire month of like, $1,200 a month of work plus 1,000 of and I'm working that plus 1,000 in Social Security. That still is not even, that's probably not even half or about half the amount of what she gets, every month. And she doesn't even have to work and gets like over 3,500 a month. Because ever since 2017, I know they raised the price. I mean they raised her benefits, I'm pretty sure. Her VA disabled veterans benefits, And in 2000, like my twin sister was getting like, that Masonic 3,300, or was she getting 3,500 a month? In 2017. But you know how much I was getting? Like 700 something a month with SSI and Social Security in 2017. And at wit's end and struggling to try to get a job and frustrated that I couldn't get a job anywhere in 2017. Couldn't even get a job anywhere. Now I got a whole bachelor's degree. Excuse me. So, my twin sister, she was also calling me names like retarded. She called me a bitch. She called me a hoe and spelled it the French way, Heaux. Like, extremely disrespectful and abusive. Excuse me. My YouTube subscribers they're too afraid to even speak on or comment whenever I say something about my twin sister in videos or community posts. They're afraid to defend me or say something. And that's what makes me feel like I got not everyone, but a lot of fake supporters or fake subscribers. But I only have a small amount of real ones. Very small amount. And people think that having more people, like having more supporters, makes them better than you. Not if you got a lot of supporters and followers behind lying on people. And my twin sister can get like 24 thumbs up and increase subscribers, by lying, and she gets all the dozens of comments by lying on me, So this Joseph Camus or Marshall Camus, I don't know if it's the same perp as the fake Darnell Williams perp. So I don't know how he made a fake comment saying Candy doesn't know how to be homeless. Like as if homelessness is a freak. He said it in a way like as if homelessness is a hobby or something. And telling me that I should get this and buy this and buy that and or I would be smarter if I do this. Like, no, y'all are my enemies out to destroy me. I'm not accepting y'all advice. And my own twin sister, if you're gonna sit there and make me suffer or watch me suffer and not help, but you can take care of the dog and you can take care of another woman, but don't even worry about me. She, like, both Raven and Ivan are wait, hold on. Is Ivan 18 yet? I thought he was. No, he is he about to be 18 really soon. I thought that Ivan was 18 and that McKeithen was about to be 17. No, he is about to be 17. I meant to say, I thought that Ivan was already 18. But now he's about to be 18. So, if my twin sister cared about her kids so much, how come she doesn't reach out to at least try to look for Raven? Raven is like, a legal adult now. But she pretends that she cares about her kids. Excuse me. So, she pretended that she couldn't take care of her kids, but she could take care of another grown woman who's a stranger and not family. And she could take care of a dog. But she was the unfit parent. She was an deemed unfit. And voluntarily give up your kids just to be with another woman? But you couldn't take care of them? Or you couldn't handle them? But you're trying to bully, boss, and control your own twin sister and trying to falsely paint me as the one that's mentally unstable and crazy and schizophrenic. No, you're just straight up selfish. That's why you gave up your kids, because you're just straight up selfish. Excuse me. And if I touched Raven, why did you call me up in 2009 or 2010? No, it was 2010. After I came to Georgia, shortly after, you begged me to take Raven in. Begging other family members to take the kids in. And the biological mom, Frances, told me via voice message and a written letter saying, Candy, this ma, when I tell you this, don't cry, you heard me? Brandy gave all the kids away. She gave her kids away and fought back for them twice. I would have never even thought of to give my doggone kids away. That's something that would never even cross my mind. But she wasn't taking care of the kids. But you think that you got so much more common sense or think you're smarter than me. Excuse me. So I'm not even gonna try to hurt my head trying to remember every doggone thing that her cult followers said, But why you pretending that you fake concerned about my health when you tell or when you try to say, why don't you go on the West Bank, you'll be safer. Now, your reason for saying that, because if I'm on the West Bank, I would end up crossing paths with people from the fake IDMR cult, the Foster family, the Kraft family, and who knows if they might hurt or do me something. You want something to happen. You want them to do me something. You want something to happen to me. That's why you're trying to, act like you want to try to redirect or lure me to the West Bank, or try to force or coerce for me to, and you're trying to control the older twin. So the fights and stuff you had with Wyatt and other family members, how come you can forgive them and have mercy on them, but you're gonna stay eternally mad at me and stay eternally grudgeful? And then if we were to be back on good terms, for me to talk about gang stalking would be a forbidden topic that I'm not allowed to talk about. So who's the narcissist here when you try to control and micromanage me? Control, police, and micromanage me. What? My phone says something about exposure blocked or something like that. Wow, I don't know. It just left a weird message that looked like it said exposure blocked. Excuse me. So I didn't realize I accidentally had my thumb on the screen of the phone. So I'm going to try to talk about what happened at work today. So, as I said, I'm not even, so today, the Chad guy, the one who wanted to date me, well, he was a little bit nicer today than what he was yesterday. Excuse me, at the beginning of my work shift, he acted like the Chad that I've been dealing with for the past couple of weeks. But then, it's like he acted like a mixture of his normal self, mixed with the way he treated me yesterday. Excuse me. So, yeah, he, like the first couple of times, he sorted the silverware and handed it to me. There were a couple of times that today he, made me get up and go get it myself. But, now that Krishan guy make me really, really question whether or not he's a perp. Cause, excuse me, that Krishan guy, he looks like Spectacular from that music group Pretty Ricky. He looks like now my twin sister tried to falsely lie and say that Spectacular from Pretty Ricky looks like Wyatt. But no, I think Spectacular looks like Mark. But this Krishan guy, he looks like Spectacular from Pretty Ricky and Mark, but he got like long, I don't know if they're dreads or twists or whatever he got, but now Krishan, seemed like he had an attitude with multiple people on Saturday, but I don't remember if it was, I don't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday, the day Mr. Raymond quit. And he left at 2 o'clock. I don't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday that it happened. But I do remember Saturday. Yeah, it had to have been Saturday, I think. Because, yeah, it was Saturday because I don't think Krishan worked on Sunday. So, Saturday was the day that it was kind of somewhat towards the end of my shift. And the one time I asked Krishan about the if they have any silverware, and he had like a fake damn near meltdown and nearly lost his temper on me. And it's like, you already talked about, that incident, whatever, But the reason why I be staying silent, because I don't want to look like a tattletale, like a kindergarten tattletale to the managers. And that's a lot of the times why I just don't say much or nothing. You know. So, um, so I didn't see him Sunday. I was off Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday I saw Krishan. He was off Wednesday and Thursday, and he came to eat the free meal or whatever Wednesday, and I said hi to him. He said hi. But today, Krishan was treating me today like how Chad treated me yesterday, and it pretty much made me damn near considering to want to quit the job. Excuse me. So, I'm a 40-year-old woman. What's that Krishan? He said he's about to be 27 years old. Very soon. So, I'm not even trying to be like friends with him or anything at all. I'm not even attracted to him. But, and I wasn't even thinking on any level like that, But the thing is, it's like he came into work today and just, looked at me like as if I'm some inanimate object and didn't tell me hello or anything like that. And he passed and looked dead at me and came and passed by twice and, saw me, didn't say hello or anything like that. Out of like respect, or but people want to say respect or common courtesy or whatever. And I had never really done him anything. So it seems like he was on a militant mission to avoid me and say absolutely nothing to me, nothing at all to me. And so the rolling carts where I put the bus tub of silverware and go transport it up to the front, it was very dirty and I needed to clean it off. And so I don't remember if the manager did tell me to or if I did it on my own. I think I did it on my own, So I went to take it to the back and get it cleaned off. And I asked Krishan, because he was right there washing the dishes and had the hose and everything. And I said, "Well, can I can I clean this off?" And he's like, "Yeah, man!" Like, call himself trying to get aggravated or get an attitude with me. So then that was the only nice thing that he did was, he volunteered to clean it off for me. Immediately after he offered to clean it off for me. But throughout the day he talked to Chad, like normal, and had like normal, ordinary daily conversations with him, or whatever normal conversations with other people on the phone or whatever, or interactions with other coworkers. But I had never done him anything for him to intentionally hardcore avoid and keep a distance from me. And several times throughout the day, Krishan would like wash and clean off the silverware and not even tell me or alert me that Candy, the silverware is ready, or here's the silverware. He wanted like zero. He wanted to act like he was trying to act like as if he wanted to not be reminded that I exist. And I'm way older than him, And like my first day meeting him, it was my second day at work, but my first time working with him and Chad. And then I thought that, my first impression was that Krishan was, kind of rude, rude and like unhelpful, you know. So, um, and I don't think Mr. Raymond wasn't there that Friday, but he was there the next day, that Saturday, So, last Saturday, Krishan had said Mr. Raymond, you know, got mad and quit the job because, he said that he told Mr. Raymond that he didn't want to talk to him. So, it's like I hate, to be treated like I don't exist, or treated like, if you act like you want to try to narcissistically punish me with the silent treatment, and it's like, yeah, I really, and then my first day working with Krishan and Chad, like at one point at some time during the day, he was like, had his phone, he was on his phone and like walking like right up on me and on his phone and looking at his phone. And it's like, oh, is he I thought that, is he a perp, using his phone and right up on me to hit me with direct energy weapons or hit me with frequencies. So, but the first couple of days, I thought Krishan, didn't like me, or I thought he had a bad attitude or whatever towards me. But like towards the like last couple of hours of work, Chad was trying to hit on me or whatever, excuse me. But that first Friday, So like yesterday was Thursday. Yeah, so I've been working like I completed 2 weeks of work. So I've already worked there 2 weeks already, And so excuse me, so like when they had like certain situations where we would talk about work or talk about the job or whatever, and or the unfairness or the corruption with the job or whatever. And Chad and Krishan acted like as if they supported me and had my back. So excuse me. He even said that, oh yeah, Mr. Jeffrey, he be straight bullying her, or whatever. But now you're bullying me, because I heard that to punish somebody with the silent treatment or avoid and stay away. I heard that that's a tactic of workplace mobbing and workplace bullying also. I didn't. You don't even have to sit down and hold a whole conversation with me, but you can't even say hello, or you can't even remind me of the silverware. Even yesterday, or was it the day before? I think yesterday and the day before I had to deal with, well, the young guy, Brendan, he was handing me the silverware, excuse me, but for y'all to not even let me know that there's silverware and then y'all look at me like I'm crazy when I keep peeping in the room to see if they have any silverware left, silverware to roll up. So you get mad at me when if I don't say, well, hey, I need silverware. You get an attitude. But then, they were cleaning the silverware and just leave it on the table and not even say anything. And and making me feel so unhuman, you know, or like I deserve to be punished, you know. So, um, so I mean, if I have the final confirmation that Krishan is a perp, then then I would try my best to not let him get to me, or not take him. I mean, get underneath my skin or whatever. If you are a perp, then fine, stay the hell away from me. So, you know, I feel like the way that he was acting towards me, I don't even know if they corrupted his mind and turned him into a perp, or if he was already a perp. But today, Mr. Jeffrey was extremely nice. Like, yeah, the first week, Mr. Jeffrey was, a certain way, but you know, I mean, ever since I think this past Saturday, he started to be really, really nice. But before then, he was quite rude and weird. You know, but he's been very, 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 very nice and go out of his way to help me. Excuse me. And so Miss Phyllis came back from vacation. I mean, I wasn't sure if she was on vacation or if she got fired or if she quit or anything like that. So, excuse me. So, well, I tried to stay out of Miss Phyllis' way because of the incident that happened my first Sunday working there. But then Mr. Jeff left like an hour early, before I was supposed to leave, I think. Or did he leave at 7? Or did he leave at 6? I don't remember. But he left earlier, than closing time. And then I guess Miss Phyllis was the only manager, because the other manager, she left like around 2 o'clock. So Miss Phyllis, I mean, I'm glad that she didn't try to make me feel greedy, about the dinner, you know, but she got a slight attitude when I told her, about I'm gonna get some water too. But for dinner, everything was normal. But for lunch, when I got my lunch break, the women working the line, they treated me like a nuisance and a burden. They treated me like a nuisance and a burden. It made me feel really bad. And so, like, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. If, now I thought that when I was, like, the day I ate at the restaurant and then applied there that day, there was this one lady that was working the line, and she told me about the fish, and they had some like squash or something. That's what I had, what I picked out. But I have not seen that lady since. So I don't even know if certain people quit or, well, I know Mr. Raymond quit, but I just got there. And it's like, it's poor communication. And and another thing that Krishan got, it seemed like when he got off his lunch break, it seemed like as if I smelled something that, I'm not saying he did, but something smelled like weed. Like he walked near me and smelled like weed. So, excuse me. So, I mean, Yeah, I mean, if y'all hurting for people, I mean, it's like if Krishan get an attitude or get mad because he got to work by himself, but you're doing stuff like running people off the job, you know, or treating. I mean, you want to talk about Mr. Jeff bullying me, but now you're bullying me. And because, I mean, I withheld their names and stuff, excuse me, him and Chad, because, at first they were being supportive and defending me. But now they're acting a certain kind of funny, you know. And I don't even know if the online perps, bragging about, oh yeah, I called Candy's job up. I called Candy's job up and you know, I told them what she did to Raven. No, it's not what I did. It's what I'm falsely accused of doing to Raven. My twin sister, when we would be on good terms, especially when I was living in Los Angeles, she would say, I know you never molested Raven. Even in 2010, when she was trying to trying to bully me out of my student loan money or try to manipulate me out of my student loan money, and she pretended to be fake friendly, and they'd be like, well, like when she was trying to get money out of me, she was like, I know you never, when she scammed me out of $375. And then she started manipulating and blackmailing and threatening me and stuff. My own twin sister, excuse me, scammed me out of, and then Ramona copied off of her and with the scamming me out of another $375 of my student loan money, and trying to manipulate, blackmail, and threaten. And then, and I was like, this is all I'm good for, is to be used. And, like my twin sister and Brandy and Ramona, with them scamming me, out of $375 each. And then me finding out about the Illuminati and the New World Order, and me finding the truth out about the cult, the fake IDMR cult, and me finding out about celebrities treating me mean, and I tried to go back to college, go back to school, and they gang stalked me out of out of my courses, and where I was forced to have to withdraw and quit school. When I was trying to go back to school in 2010, and I was suicidal, depressed pretty much all year. All that led me to nearly succeed at taking my own life. I guess I wasn't supposed to be alive still right now. But they don't care. My own family, they don't even care about that. Excuse me. They don't even care about that. They don't even care about losing me as a family member. Hold on, I have to use the bathroom again. I'm back. I forgot where I left off at. So, and then, I have a bachelor's degree, and due to the sleep deprivation, I tried to count all the coins and dollars that I had. Now I counted, I think it was $7.06. And the cashier for dinner, she counted, I don't know her name though. She counted $7.35. And I figured, where did I go wrong? And I felt embarrassed. I really felt embarrassed. If the sleep deprivation can do that to you, I mean, it's not all that much of a difference, but I would have probably, slightly cheated myself out of, you know, um, 29 cents. But how did I miss 29 cents? But, so I guess I must have had $7.35 in cash, and I asked if I can pay the rest on a debit card, and for lunch and dinner combined, with the half price, it was $14.06 all together. You know, but if I would have had to pay full price, that would have been almost $30. It would have been $28.12 for both lunch and dinner if I had to pay full price. you know, but lunch was good today. You know, for lunch I wanted the codfish patty, but the way they kept treating me like a nuisance and treated me like as if I was in the way, you know. Um excuse me. They treated me like a nuisance and like I was in the way. And I walked off feeling bad because I felt like, well, I couldn't even get what I really wanted, because I wasn't sure of the entree of what was supposed to go with the codfish patty. I mean, I saw some of the customers had the codfish patty and shrimp, so I didn't, and they were both in the same pan, so I didn't know if they were together, you know. And so I wasn't sure, so I felt like, well, I didn't want to be cheated or screwed over or whatever. So I just went and settled for the chicken pot pie for lunch. And well, they said it was chicken pot pie, but it was like regular chicken pot pie filling, and it had like a biscuit on top. But it was good today. It tasted good today. And due to me being upset, about being made to feel a certain way, that plus my twin sister and her cult followers' abuse, I felt down and depressed. And so I was not supposed to get dessert. But I got a piece of chocolate cake. And the cake was a little bit dry. But I thought it was just regular chocolate cake. But then it said devil's food cake. Well, if that says devil's food cake, then that chocolate cake ain't got to worry about me no more. The only dessert I'll probably stick with is the pecan pie. The other, or maybe Jello, but more like the pecan pie. And I know it wouldn't be good or healthy for me to eat pecan pie every day. Excuse me. Even the cake every day. So, I mean, I like the red velvet cake, but I don't like the icing on that cake. And they have like a regular yellow cake, but during lunchtime they just had the chocolate one, not the yellow cake. So I mean, I needed to try to wean myself off of the desserts or whatever, but I was feeling down and figured that maybe the chocolate cake would help me feel better. You know, um, and I shouldn't have had the chocolate cake. See, that's me confessing my sin right there. You know, excuse me. So the perp with the red ponytail dreads that did the $400 direct conversation 2 days ago. Well, she got an attitude with me and ignored and avoided me today. When I was trying to get my lunch, and then excuse me, and then only for her to turn around and sit directly, take a lunch break right when I take a lunch break, and then sit directly across from me. And she had like, she acts everything masculine, but she talks like as if she's straight and interested in men, So there was like a man that she sat at the table with, you know. So I don't know if that might have been her boyfriend or husband or whoever. But both of them sat like out of a whole empty section of a dining room of all spots. You want to come sit directly across from me, like right across from me. But you acted like you didn't want to be bothered with me, or didn't want to talk to me, or you acting weird or whatever. But I don't want to be friends with you anyway because you're a perp and you're not to be trusted. So, Miss Dakota wasn't really mean to me today, I don't think. And that Paige lady, the one headlight perp, like they had 9 pieces of shrimp left for dinner. And I was asking, well, how much am I supposed to get? And she said you could get either the 6-piece or the 12-piece, and she's like, well, you might as well get the 6-piece or whatever. She said, but like, well, I guess there was no 9-piece option, but they didn't. I guess they weren't willing to go fry more shrimp. But I mean, she said it in a way as if she was trying to dictate and try to control what I eat. But I really don't be trying to like be so talkative at work. I try to make a conscious decision to try to just stay to myself. But I work a shift and then treat it like I'm not welcome to eat, even if I gotta pay half price, just like everybody else, and y'all eat, but you got a problem with me eating. And for me to work, I mean, I can't even fucking eat where I work at and pay for it, but y'all can eat, and you got a problem with me eating. And then as far as work goes, like Mr. Jeff, the way he acted the other day, like as if he was hurting for people really bad, like as if he really needed people, needed more workers. And he asked one of those guys, I don't remember who, do you know somebody? Maybe he asked Chad, or he might have asked Evan or Brendan, one of them. He asked, well, do you know somebody who's looking for work? So it seems like they must need people or hurting for people. But it's like, for me to be workplace mob, it's like, why y'all acting like y'all don't need people? Excuse me. Y'all acting like y'all don't need people. But if Krishan running people off the job, but then have meltdowns that he got to work by himself, or cry and complain that he doesn't want to have to close the shift or whatever, excuse me, and then taking it out on me, So it seems like the out of the positions and the sections or whatever, it seemed like the most respectful and the nicest people, I mean the nicest coworkers, are the ones that clean off the tables. Excuse me, the nicest coworkers are the ones that clean off the tables. But, the people who like prepare the food and do all the cooking, I don't have that, like the ones who actually prepare and cook the food, not the ones that's serving on the line, but the ones that cook the food, I don't have that much interaction with them. But excuse me, they don't really give me much of really any issue or anything like that. Not really that much, maybe just a little bit, but not that much. But yeah, I mean, there was a point in time when I thought that Chad and Krishan were no problem. And now this week everybody's acting all kinds of bizarre and weird, you know. Excuse me, and it might have something to do with if the online gang stalkers, my twin sister's cult followers calling up the job, you know, lying and saying Candy molested Raven and Candy likes to pee on herself. When in fact, me peeing on myself would be the forced urination from the directed energy weapons. Excuse me, but they'll say anything to make you look real crazy. Now, my twin sister tried to talk about, I told this retarded bitch several times that it wasn't me who called up the airport and got her kicked out. Well, how come I can't call you a retarded bitch and say, I told you for the 90 millionth time that I have never tried to kill Raven and that I have never molested Raven and I have never done anything to the dogs and I never did anything to any of your sons either. But why would you find something like that comical and make jokes about it? And also, my twin sister made a fake community post and lied and said Candy is a predator. Excuse me, but you're falsely smear campaigning me as a predator. If I was a true predator, call the police on me right now and tell them I committed so many crimes to get me locked up. I mean, if I'm guilty of a crime, lock me up. Don't freaking gang stalk. And you don't even have any proof. You know? So, my twin sister, she's also pretending that she's the one that's being persecuted. You know, or she's pretending like she's the one that's targeted. And she pretends that she's being victimized and targeted and suffering. And then she lied and said that that I never get attacked on my YouTube live streams when that's not true. You know, they're always fucking with my live stream on YouTube. I'm not forbidden and not allowed to do live streams. I'm not allowed to have TikToks or anything like that. But, you know, she tried to talk about Candy did a 2-hour video. Now, this is a 2-hour video that I'm talking about you. And this not even the entire 2 hours because I did some part of the time talking about what happened at work. But you can do 7-hour live streams telling lies about your own twin sister. You're unmerciful and unforgiving towards your own twin sister. The fake IDMR cult does not teach us about, I don't want to say Yahshua the Messiah. They don't teach us about Jesus' mercy and forgiveness. Oh, the MP3 player, the battery died. So, she's falsely smear campaigning me as a predator. But, I mean, my twin sister wants me destroyed. When her cult followers say, "Can't watch, this bad is gonna happen to Candy," she hearts and likes their comments. She has like the utmost hatred and disrespect towards and abuse towards me for nothing. And it all stems from her projecting her homosexuality onto me, and blaming me and lying and saying that it's my fault that she's, LGBTQIA or whatever. We were little kids. The foster dad, Al, is deceased, so she's looking to scapegoat and blame me. We didn't know any better. He used to watch filth in front of us and didn't change the channel. We were not two. We were like 4 years old, too young to even, But, I mean, I've said before that the foster dad, Al, didn't like it was normal. We were foster kids. We were little. And he used to pull out his you-know-what and pee in front of us. And when I was little, I did not used to like for Al to kiss me. Even with the foster mom right there. But I don't have any memory of him actually, like, if he would have molested us. I don't know if he did or not. But, Lisa Ruby and that Darius person, they both swear up and down that, through MK Ultra or through the cult or whatever, that or through Freemasonry, you were definitely trying to tell me that I was definitely molested as a child and that I just don't remember it, or as a toddler and don't remember it, excuse me. And if they claim they were molested and then projecting that onto me, but both Miss Lisa Ruby and Darius said that I would have nosebleeds at like 2, 3, and 4 years old because of being roofied. If that the foster mom or somebody or foster family members were drugging and raping us or something as toddlers or whatever, I don't know about all that. So I don't know what satanic ritual abuse we may have gone through. And and I heard stories about people talk about seances and whatever other occultism and witchcraft, black magic, and all that, But I don't even mess with any of that at all. And as I said, I don't know shit about voodoo. I don't even try to seek to research and learn any tactics of any of that, But my twin sister lied on me and said that I do voodoo on her, when she probably doing a damn voodoo on me. She bragged about doing a voodoo spell on one of the ex-girlfriends, Elsia. She bragged and laughed about it. But I don't really know anything about how to do voodoo on nobody. And I don't even seek to try to learn how to do evil towards other people. I don't even know much of anything about black magic and witchcraft and all. I mean, I heard it's evil, and I just stay away. Excuse me, but I am familiar with not all, but some Illuminati and Freemason symbolism. You know, so excuse me. Yeah. So I mean, I gotta struggle this hard. I mean, my twin sister, she won't, she wouldn't even do videos about, you know, she doesn't even have any experiences really, I don't think, about being tortured with directed energy weapons. And she tried to discredit me in my targeting at every opportunity. And she won't stay away from me or leave me alone. And her cult followers make fake new accounts to come cuss me out just about every single damn day. And trying to remind me about Raven. When they vigilante narcissistic gang stalkers that are on a fake witch hunt. They come make fake new accounts to excuse me, fake new accounts to come and you know to come and harass and bully and cuss me out and make false accusations against me and stuff. And my twin sister try to make mockery talking about me having that I need to wash the dirt from underneath my neck or something. I don't even know what this is. I had a shower this morning, but this is likely a directed energy weapon scar. This is the directed energy weapon scar right here. If this is what she's referring to as dirt underneath, dirt on my neck, and just like this is directed energy weapon. Certain dots on my face, even right here. And I think right here. Yeah, I think right here. Yeah, so this is a directed energy weapon, right here. So, I had a shower, this morning and yesterday morning and the day before, So how can she call a directed energy weapon laser burn or whatever? How can she make remarks talking about is dirt on my neck that needs to be washed? If that's what she's referring to. Excuse me. So, my twin sister has zero compassion or empathy for my torture and suffering and what I'm going through being targeted. But she falsely paints me as the narcissist, or the sicko. And now I know I don't have to wonder anymore. Now I know why I couldn't get a boyfriend, because she would find out who the boyfriend is and smear campaign and turn them away from me. Any friend or boyfriend I would get. And and that's why I say she part of the sex trafficking too, because she would try to police and control who she thinks I should date, or try to act like she's trying to force me to date somebody I'm not interested in. But when we got into an argument like somewhere between 2012 and 2014, she tried to tell me that's why you're ugly and unattractive and don't nobody want you. Well, how can you say that and we're identical twins and everybody say that we look so much alike that you can't tell us apart? You know, and it's crazy for my twin sister to get like probably over 4,000 a month. You know, and her cult followers were supporting and donating to her. Nobody called her a scammer or a fraud. But as I said, me working and the Social Security check all together, it's probably not even half of what she gets every month from fake disabled veteran benefits, from telling a lie. Lied her way out of the military and set for life. You know, but you're sitting there trying to discredit me. But she lies about every damn thing. And y'all believe it. And she got y'all under a spell. I'm going to speak my freaking mind. And, you know, this is my platform. You know, this is my YouTube channel. You know, as I said, like the majority of y'all attacking me and my twin sisters flying monkey cult followers, y'all don't even show y'all real face or name and try to think y'all all so tough. You know. But for the sex trafficking perps to talk about Candy does not know how to be homeless, you're saying it in the same way if somebody were to say Candy doesn't know how to be a good hoe. No, or that Candy doesn't know how to be a good whore. You know. So, yeah, it's freaking disgusting that my twin sister's part of the sex trafficking too. You know, participating in the trafficking and gang stalking of your own fucking twin sister. You're participating in the sex trafficking, gang stalking, and blood sacrifice murder of your own twin sister. So that's why you felt the need to falsely smear campaign me as the scammer and the fraud, because I already exposed you as the gang stalker and showed tangible proof of you being a perp. And you won't even admit that you sold out, because if you admit that you sold out or took an oath, a satanic oath, you know that they would kill you. You know that they would kill you. I would have never even dreamed or thought of to be willfully involved in something like this. You know. and you took a large part in destroying your own twin sister's life. Stop trying to tell me what to do and stop pretending that you care about because like everything about you is fake. You don't even have your own personality. Your personality is a mixture of everybody who freaking abused you. You know. But you know what? I mean, as I said, I'm not biting my tongue. I'm not biting my tongue.